Day 3. This is important class. We are going to
Mhm.
learn about network discovery and access control policies that we have. Here you can see in the diagram that we have our FTD, and this particular FTD, it has three interfaces. One is going towards the branch, one is going towards the enterprise, one is going towards the IDMG. So three interfaces, 1, 2, and 3. Now, if we have to go and allow the traffic from the branch to the IDMG, IDMG to the branch, from the enterprise to the IDMG, enterprise to the branch, then we should have the access control policy and what are the things we want to allow. So suppose we have one server, OT server here, and this server we want to allow some SMB, file transfer protocols, etc. So we can allow only these SMB because it is connected to IDMG and then it is connected to one of the interface to the FTD. So we'll see that how we can go and create the granular rule just to allow what traffic we want to allow from one interface or from one zone to other zone. That is one thing that we'll go and check via the access control policy. Apart from that, we have one nice feature called network discovery feature in the FMC that we can go and discover the network. Once we go and discover the network, not only it will go and discover the network and the endpoints, it will go and discover the associated protocols as well. So we'll see this one by one. Let's start with discovering the network.
Okay.
So let's go to our lab where we have this. Okay, FMC. And in this, if you go to policies, you can see within the policies itself, we have access control, intuition, malware, DNS, identity, SSL, pre-filters, network discovery, application detectors, correlations, and the alerts. So let's go to the network discovery. And we know that what type of network we have. So if you see the diagram, you'll see that we have 198.187.0, 5.0, 6.0. Now these networks we want to discover. Now here you can see that by default there is 000 means everything is there. Default IPv4 and IPv6, some default networks are there that I actually don't want. And then once we are here, I want to add my network. So you can see available network. There are some network, private network, default routes and other things. Right. Now these I don't want. I want to create my own. For example, I want to create for branch. I want to create for enterprise. Like that we can go and create. So let's click here, this plus button, new network, give the name. So suppose this is for branch. We have 01 network. That's the name. Network discovery. You can give any
Mm-hmm.
comment and all. Now I can go to this. So now in the bottom, you can see that you can discover the network with host, with range, with network, with FQDN. So I'm going to give the network because I know that what network is there in branch number 1. So if you see the diagram, branch number 1, see branch number 1,
Mm-hmm.
198.187.0.
Mm-hmm.
So let's give 198.187.0 slash 24, right? So I can save this and then we can add. Likewise, we'll go and add two more. The other will be say enterprise network, and then the IP subnet for enterprise network is 5.0. Save. and then I will add this as well, enterprise network, and then finally we'll go and add one more. This will be the OT where we have the server. See the
The
diagram, you will
DMZ,
see
right?
that. Yeah, OT, IDMG. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So network, there is something 6.0. And we can go and search. Right. So now we can see that we have branch, enterprise, and OT. 5, 6, 7, these three networks. I can click save. But you know that we have to deploy this, right? You can
Mm-hmm.
see out of date, one target, custom to, etc. If you click this deploy button, you go to deployment. Where you want to deploy FTD 01, deploy. Deploy. Now you can see this has been started. It will take some
Mm-hmm.
time. 03
Yeah.
is not used. It will take some time. So once we do the network discovery, probably after 10 to 15 minutes, you can go and verify. Verify means that it will start learning the network, it will start learning the ports and other attributes of that network. And then we can go and verify all those things. Even we can go and verify from our FMC as well, that what are the things it is learning. So after that, we can go to the, so once it is get completed, so
It's still
percentage
going 75%.
75%.
So to do that, you go to policy, then network discovery, right?
Yeah, you can go to policies, network discovery,
Yeah.
and within that you will see still it is in progress. So it is showing out of target. Now you can see 83%. Now this is successful. So what we can do now, that we can go to analysis, host. You can see we have the
Mm-hmm.
host and we have network maps. If you go here to the host network map, all the discover network you can see here. The moment it is not discovering anything, so it will take some time to discover all the host and the associated network. What we can do, we can go and generate some traffic. So let me go to one of the branch. Try to generate some traffic. Okay. Let me show you where I am. Oops. IP config. So here you can see I am in 7.55 network. 7. This network. I am in one of the branch, right? Branch on machine. I am here on this system. From this, I am using the file share that is there in the, let's see, 6.55. That means I'm I'm trying to access the files that I have in the IDMG zone, in the OT server.
Mm-hmm.
Right? This is 6.55, this OT server. So first of all, let me see if I have the policy that I can ping. 6.55. Yeah. So from 7.55, I am able to ping to 6.55, means the branch is able to reach to the OT server, the server where we have the files and all. And I have initiated some traffic. Now, if we go here and if we refresh the page, yeah, it will take, but it will take 10-15 minutes to show you all the data here in the analysis. So let's go here and there, and then we'll come back. Let's go back to the policies and see the policy deployment. Policy is deployed already. Let's go to network discovery. Now you can see up to date. Right, earlier it was showing that it is not up to date, missing something. Now it is up to date. Discover the applications. Great. Again, go back to the analysis. Host, network map, host and network devices. You will see it. You
Mm-hmm.
will you will see some traffic
It's all
here.
good.
So what we'll do, we'll continue our learning,
Yep.
right? And maybe after 10-15 minutes, you will see
Yep.
some traffic here.
That's all good, man. No
Okay.
worries.
So this way we can go and create the network discovery policy. After creating the network discovery policy, we can go and verify some of the protocols, some of the traffic as well here. So what we have done, that we are in 7.55 and we try to access some of the file share that is there in 6.55. This is my OT server, and that should be tracked. That should be tracked by the FMC.
I
Why?
can.
Actually,
Yeah.
FTD will track that, and FMC will collect those informations. Why? Because we have the network discovery, right? We have the network discovery, and within that network discovery, we can see all those things. Okay, so
Mm-hmm.
let me quickly pause this recording for 1 second. All right, so what is the next task we have for today's session? What we want to do, we have to go and create the access control policy. So let me go here. First of all, let me show you that what existing access control policy we have. So you can go to policies. Within the policies, we have all the access control policy. In that, we are opening the access control policy. And last time when we have created the policy, you can see that in this policy, basically we are allowing everything. So allow any from IDMG, you can see IDMG from enterprise. Let me open this rule. Let's see. So here you can see that we have the source zone, enterprise IDMG branches to the same destination zone, and within source to the destination, we are allowing everything, right? All those things. You can see action is allowed. Although you can see the action we have trust, monitor, block, reset, and all those deep inspections as well. But we have allowed everything. Even you can see we have options here. We have zones, network, VLAN tag, users, application port, URL, dynamic attributes, and then logging related commands like inspection, logging comments, right? So now if you go and click to the network, we haven't specified any network. You can see source is any, destination is any. If you go to VLAN tag, we haven't done anything. Any of the tag is there. User, we have not created any user based uh, access. Then you can see applications. You have n number of applications that you can allow, disallow. Then you can see ports. Then you can see URLs. Some dynamic attributes are also there. Some of the, you can say, the advanced feature you have related to SDT. This is basically used when we have the ICE integration. This is something called scalable group tagging. It is used within the within the ICE when you are using the SXP protocol where you want to propagate the tag from one place to other place. Then you have the inspection. We are going to use this inspection, logging and comments today. But these are the things we have. And what we have done, we have allowed everything from one location to other location. That is not a good policy. That is not a good rule. So what we are going to do, that will go and delete this allow any rule. Right? It's not required. And then we'll go and create the specific traffic from enterprise to DMG to branches like that. Okay. So let's do that. Any doubt up to this point?
Mm-mm.
Let me cancel. Let me cancel this. Rule allow has unsafe change. Yes, I want to cancel this. So rules are there, right? Filter by device and all. Categories is also there. Rules is also there. You can create the category as well. We'll check that. So what we want here, we want to create the. Let me go back here to the policy. One thing I just wanted to explain here, which is important. Let me go back first from here. Right, you can see that you can create policy, right? And within policy, you can go and create rule 1, rule 2, rule n, right? So here you can see first you have to go and add the policy, and then you can go and add the rule within the policy, right? So what we can do, I can go and create one uh, main policy, and in that I can go and add this. So let me show you all these options. I can go here. I want to add one more policy. So click new policy, say main, or say this is the main policy. For example, just the naming sake. And default action, block all traffic. You can see default action is block all traffic. Apply to FTD1. If you have any base policy that you can inherit, otherwise none. Now you see. Following devices already assigned to listed, but these device will be reassigned to the, yeah, okay. Do you want to continue? Yes. Now you can see that this policy builder is little bit intelligent, and simply it is pushing us here. Again, I just wanted to show you that now if you go back to the parent, like in the policy section, let me go back. Access control, policies and access control. See. So now you can see that target device 0, right? And the target device is 1. Why? Because now we want to target this FTD with this main policy, right? And now in this main policy, I want to add the rules. Once I do everything, then I can deploy this. I can remove the top one. Even I can go now here and click the remove button. And now we have this, right? So this policy is there, but in this policy, if you go and edit, we can go and check the rules within this policy. So by default, there is no rule, nothing is there. I can go and add the rules, add the category. So add the rule here. You can see one is mandatory, one is default. You know that default rules. What is happening with the default rules in firewalls? If you create some rule, this that is okay. By default, everything is blocked, right? So
Mm-hmm.
now I can go ahead and click add rule, and this time we have to create the rules that we want to allow, disallow within the source and the traffic, source and the destination. So for example, I have one rule from the branch to the DMG, for example, for file transfer protocol, SMB. Now you can see insert. You can see the rule we have the mandatory here and then the default here. So inserting this into the mandatory or default. I want to insert this in the mandatory. Then you can see the action. You already know that allow, trust, monitor, block, etc. If you just wanted to send the log, you can use the monitor option. Right. Now the traffic that I want to create in between branch and the IDMG for the SMB, for the file transfer protocols. What will be the source zone? What will be the destination zone? Source will be obviously branch. From branch, I want to go to the IDMG. So now you can see instead of adding all ABC, we are adding the specific source and destination. Right? In this, you have any doubt?
Mm-mm.
Now we can go and add the network as well. Right? And we have created the network object while we are creating our network discovery rules. Right? So what will be the source network? That is the branch network. Add to the source. What is the destination network? That we have some OT. Okay, source and destination. Up to this point, here with me. Any doubt? Anything?
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Right. So now we have the zone. Now we have the network within the zone. Now we are specifying these things. Now what we can do here, we can go and choose the application. So we don't have the VLAN tagging, the users and all those things, but yeah, we have the application. Now in this application, I just wanted to add one application, SMB. Okay, so we can go and search. Let's see where it is that. If I go and search SMB, you can see NetBIOS. So now you can see instead of any, earlier what it was, earlier it is something that from
Hold on
zone.
one second. Hold on one second, Renee.
All right, sure. Let me pause the recording. All right. So what we have done, you can see here the zones. The zones we have selected. You can see here the network, the source and the destination network. Now we are specifying. We are specifying the zone. So now we are specifying that the branch to the OT server. So we are specifying the zone, and not only zone, we are specifying the network as well. Network. Now we have the zone and then we have the network selected. Now we want to specify the actual application, the actual transfer of the packets in between them via the application. So as application, we are going to use SMB, that's a file share and all, right? Okay, so now let's go back here to applications, and now you will see within the application we have selected this. Now I should click add. Oops, not like this. So let me go back because I need to do some logging and other things as well. So let's see the application. Yeah, it is added. Now ports are there and URL is there, and generally we are adding the ports as well, like TCP port number. Um, SMB is using port number maybe 990. I think they are using this port number. And we can go and add HTTPS port number 443 as well. But yeah, we can go and select the port number as well. If port is not there, then you can see in the bottom, we can create the ports as well. So see, for example, TCP6, I can go and give port number 990. At TCP6, I can go and give port number 443. And it should be there in the destination. So source may be any port, but destination will be and 443, and sometimes maybe port number 445. I guess so we can go and add the port number as well. Now you can see how much granular we are with the zones, with the network, with the application, and now with the ports. All right. Likewise, we have the option for this URLs, dynamic attributes for SDT, and then inspection. You can see inspection is very interesting. We have the inspection for intrusion policy, where you can see connectivity over security balance. They are the application checkers. And if you go and use maximum detection, that means it will go and scan that application with respect to, for example, 50,000 known signatures. Then if you go for security over maybe 30,000, 20,000, 10,000 known signatures. Like that, we have the setting. Then file policy, this is obviously for the AMP, advanced malware protection. This is for intrusion. This is for malware protection. We can leave this. We can go to the comment and comment at the end of connection, send to the FMC. If you have any syslog server, you can send to syslog server. If you have SNMP trap, you can set that. Comment, comment if you want, you can say. So let me click save this. Now you can see that we have created one branch to DMG policy, right? That's a rule, not policy. Within the what is the policy name? This is the main policy, that's the name. Within that, we have created one. Likewise, why not let's go and create some more rules. So in this rule, you can see that we are allowing only the certain ports and one application. But in case you want to ping, right? If you want to ping, um, like, for that, you should go and allow the ICMP. So why not do like this one more time? So again, I want to add one more rule. This rule is, for example, ICMP all. Insert rule below rule number 1. I want to allow. Let me make this. Do I have rule 1? Yeah, I have only one rule, so that's okay. Allow. And this ICMP actually, I want to add all the branches. So what I'm telling that I don't know what is branch 2, branch 1. Say in the source, I want to add everything. And in the destination, I want to add everything because this is just the ICMP. So I can ping, right? Then I can go to the network. And in the network also, I just wanted to add everything else. So you can see source and destination. Then the application. Can I go and search? Oh, here it is, the application filter, clear, high risk, and all those things. ICMP. Let me show you. Now you can see that I have ICMP all, specific port, right? Then ICMP. Then I want to create one more rule that is for, you can see the diagram. that is for enterprise if they want to use the DMG, right? So let's do that. Say enterprise going to something like this below rule 2. You're able to understand this, right? Easy,
Hmm.
straightforward. So source will be both source and destination, like that destination. So you can see source and destination both. Then I can go to the network, you know that enterprise, you want source and destination. Then what traffic I want to apply. In between enterprise and the branches, I want to allow everything like any traffic. Then I can go to login, end or beginning, it's up to us. So three different type of traffic I created. One is a specific with the zones, right? And uh, with the zones, with the network, with the application, with the port number. One is that I want to ping all the zones so they can do the ping, like all the communications. For that we have this ICMP ping allowed. And then I created one any to any rule in between DMG and enterprise. Right, so enterprise network can go and ping to the DMG, etc. Because everything is allowed here. So now we have the rule. Why not? Let's save this first and then go to the deploy and do the deployment. Once it will get deployed, then we'll go and verify certain things into this. See access policy, this is the main policy and all those things. Click deploy, deploy. Deployment is going on. All notifications. Let's wait for a few seconds and then we'll go and verify this. So from a branch to, you can see that we have the earlier, this ping was there with the early rule that we have created. Earlier we have one rule, allow everything, and that it was pinging. Still it is in progress. Let's wait. Now it is completed. Now before verifying this, I just wanted to open the network discovery. It has discovered anything or not? Still I can see nothing has been discovered. But yeah, it should show you some applications and all. Anyway, so now we are where? We are in the branch and we are pinging to this. What about um, what about to check the applications? So can we do curl -v telnet and 198.186.55 with port number 990 and let's see TCP timeout closing connection. What is the other port number? 443. Connection timeout, no problem. What about 445? Hmm, seems to be listening something. Okay, let's go back here and analysis. What we can see here.
Can I ask this question? Remember what I told you the last time about
Hmm, what?
um it's just you and myself in the class, right? Can you hear me?
And if we go here, just wanted to ping. Oops. Ping 198.168 This rule is hitting. Let me check. First of all, let me check that what IP I have. IP config. I am in 5.55. So 7.55. That is the branch. So from the enterprise, I'm able to reach to the branch. From enterprise, I'm able to reach to the SMB server. You can see that we are able to see the file share and all. Now let's go to the jump host, and what we can do here, that we can go to the overview. At least something this should show. Overview. It's a little bit slow. Okay, so our job is almost done. What we have done, the policies that we have created, it is working fine. No problem on that. And later on, earlier it was almost blank, the dashboard. Now we can see
Mm-hmm.
some traffic application risk. We can go and go inside that. Yeah, you can see the traffic hits here 555 going to 655 from enterprise to this IDMG. You can see the zone. We have the all this ICMP traffic
Mm-hmm.
that it is capturing. I just wanted to see non-ICMP traffic as well, like the file share that we are opening. It's taking some time to load, but yeah, I can see only ICMP traffic here. If I can go here, any of these rules, if you go and expand, application risk is medium. Okay. All right. So this is giving me detail about that rule, right? And again, let's go back. So we are in the events. which is catching up. Let me go to the
Mm-hmm.
host. Let's see the host system because I have some host. My protocol, network discovery protocol is still they are unable to discover, but it's okay. After some time, you can see they will get populated. So now what we have done that our policy is working fine. We can see that since we have allowed the ICMP, with that ICMP, they are pinging since we have allowed some protocol for file transfer. So we can see the shares in between the share folder. So likewise, it is working fine. Okay, so this
Mm-hmm.
is about how we can create the ACP policy and how we can go and create the network discovery policy. Let's just stop here.